Hi guys, Manny here from Glasshammer Gaming, and you're watching another 40k tips, tricks and combos video. Remember, if you'd like me to talk about any tip or trick or even a combo that you would like to understand a little bit more or that you've heard about and would like explained in full detail, please drop me an email at elite@glasshammergaming.co.uk and I'll be sure to make a video on whatever topic it is. Enjoy the following video.
Today's video is all about how to deal with the Salamanders super tough to kill captain. So last week we did a video about why he's so tough to kill, and this week we're going to do a video on how to deal with him. Now there's a few different ways. So there are three main ways, in my opinion, three main ways that you can deal with him. Now the first one is probably the easiest one, and that is mortal wound output, because he's so tough, you know. He can be, like we were saying, toughness 9 with -1 to wound and a 3+ invulnerable save, which means that a lot of things won't actually get through to him, and that means that, you know, like wound wise, when you're doing damage, a lot of things won't get through past his invulnerable save. So I think a massive way of dealing with him is mortal wounds. There are a few armies that do this better than others, and my favourite one is Thousand Suns. There's a really nice Thousand Suns trick that you can do. If you take the Cult of Magic, you can have a sorcerer with devastating sorcery, and personally I would give him Smite that he has, and then Infernal Gaze, and he will know Astral Blast because he's a Cult of Magic sorcerer. Now what you do with this guy is you take the Dark Matter Crystal on him as well, and he's gonna, at some point in the game, he can, you know, you let your opponent know, say, you know, I have this relic. Once per game, I can choose either the bearer of the relic or a friendly Thousand Suns infantry unit, and they can be picked up and redeployed anywhere 9 inches away. Now, this captain, the main thing about this captain is he goes around because his second warlord trait is the one that makes him obsec, or makes units obsec within 6 inches of him. He picks one at the start of the battle round. And that's the key thing about him, is he makes himself objective secured, and then he runs onto an objective, well, advances with his turbo boost bike, goes straight onto an objective, and then he's super tough to kill. So, but he's objective secured, so he's going to take that objective even if you put a tank on there or something. So that's the key thing. He's normally on his own or out to the flank of an army. So you can redeploy with your Dark Matter Crystal. You can hit him with a Smite. That'll do D3 +1 damage because of your Warlord trait. And then you can hit him with Astral Blast. That'll do D3 +1 damage because of your Warlord trait. Averagely, that should kill him. That should do 6 mortal wounds. That should just kill the Bite Captain. If it doesn't, you can spend 1 CP and cast an extra power and do Infernal Gaze. Now that should do 2 to 3 extra mortal wounds. So in total, you should be doing 9 mortal wounds with this guy, and that should total the Bite Captain. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is some sort of debuff. If you can get rid of his toughness or invulnerable save in some way, then that's amazing. If you can kill the Psyker, who's giving him +2 to his toughness, amazing. So he's not toughness 9 with -1 to wound anymore. He's toughness 7 with -1 to wound, which all of a sudden means your strength 8 weapons and stuff that can hit him like Thunderhammers are wounding on 4s again instead of 6s, which is massive. Wounding on 4s, you will get through to him, and that is the big thing. And what I mean by debuff is if you can debuff his invulnerable in some way. Like Dark Angels can do it. They can put the guy on the relic right next to him, like, you know, like double move a bite guy with the relic, put him right next to him, and he minuses 1 from his invulnerable. Eldar can do it. Eldar, a really good example. If you can jinx and doom him, so this is a tip for Eldar. If you can jinx and doom him, he will -1 to his invulnerable save, and then also you'll get full rerolls to wound. At which point a unit of Dark Reapers should probably kill him, because, you know, you'll be winning on 5s with full rerolls. So actually, if you get 10 hits on him with guide, then you're winning on 5s with full rerolls. That's going to be 3 for about 6 wounds, but he's only got a 3 up invulnerable now. A 4 up invulnerable now because you've jinxed him. So 3 should go through. So even with a CB reroll, he should die. That's a massive thing. And then, you know, way number 3 is like a way that anybody could deal with him. So that's like 2 specific ways of dealing with him. Now, this is a way that anybody can deal with him, in my opinion. And that is with obsec units of like 5 to 10 models. Because he actually isn't very killy anymore, because the Warlord traits and the relics have been put on him to make him tougher. So he has a hammer, but he has 5 attacks. He's hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So he shouldn't really get 5 hits. It should be like 4. Then he's winning you on 2s if you're obsec infantry, so 3 or 4. So he possibly kills like 3, maybe 4 infantry. So even a 5-man unit, one guy would be alive, and he's obsec because your guy would be obsec because you're a troop. So that means his Salamanders Captain has to spend like 3 CPs to fight twice to try and kill you, or you're just there and you're negating his whole obsec thing by being obsec yourself. So I think obsec units surrounding him is probably the best way. Like, don't actually engage him because he can maybe fall back through you with CPs, but like go around him so he can't really move anywhere else and he has to hit that unit and you're obsec, so you're kind of counteracting his point. So those are my 3 ways of dealing with the Salamanders Captain. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. See you later.